Well, I spoke to Hugh Johnson this morning on CFO, and he talked about
Pepsi. Yeah,
he talked about how it's not immediately additive, but expected to be over the years. True collaboration. It's about the healthy part of their business. Obviously, David, this is the SodaStream that reconfigured, not the flavored beverages, but it's really seltzer water, so to speak. It's carbonated.
Right.
We used to get that delivered by case. Well, now we deliver by machine. Now, here's the problem, David, that I see it. There's a guy by the name of Danny Birnbaum.
Danny
Birnbaum. Danny's the CEO. He is a bomb throwing. He's a little Dubin-like, from Dollar Shave Club.
Yep.
And Danny did a commercial not that long ago where he basically said that that you should be shamed if you bought bottled bubbly water from the supermarket. Ashamed. It's a very good ad. It's a Game of Thrones ad. It's a knockoff. He has said, David, on our own air, that bottled water is just a gigantic marketing scam. So it'll be interesting to see how they meld the cultures, given the fact that SodaStream has been anti-plastic. You make it at home.
Right.
It's also a different channel, David. It's almost exclusive. I think you have to advertise Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, which they will. But is it the twilight of the plastic bottle sold at the supermarket that you bring home and throw into a landfill?
Let's hope so. Let's hope so, because we are running out of room.
Sure.
Right? I mean, plastic straws is great, but I think bottles would be better, don't you?
You're talking about nothing but a wholesale revolution where we don't want flavored drinks
anymore. By the way,
anymore.
when you and I grew up, they didn't exist.
I had seltzer delivered in my house.
Somehow we managed to stay hydrated.
I came, delivered the seltzer.
We managed.
We loved it.
Without water and plastic bottles. I mean, whoever.
I don't know, David. Look at it. We're trying to save here. We're trying to save
Hawaiian Punch. I had to punch that little can and open it up.
Did you ever dilute the grape juice like my mom did?
I don't know. By the way, they are paying 19.2 times 2019 enterprise value. That's over EBITDA. It's a pretty hefty multiple.
Yes,
Jim.
and apparently
the point is the business is growing. I mean, because they just had a very strong quarter, at upwards of 25% a year, although it was up about 14%. Point is, they're paying a fairly hefty multiple here.
Oh, well, but I understand that there were no other buyers. This thing came to fruition very quickly, despite the fact when he came on air in December of 2016, he said that this model was about not schlepping. He said you do not have to schlep water home and carbonated drinks home. So again, if you're someone who works for PepsiCo, it's your the distributor, right? Well, you don't want the killer product to be under the same roof. I think that they'll clearly make this so it's a SodaStream. Because I'm saying Danny's out there saying carbonated, yes. Yeah. Flavored, nobody wants that. Don't buy water. Remember, the Aquafina is a pretty big business, David.
I mean, we're talking about a $3 billion deal on a company that's got a market cap.
It's a great hedge.
160-something billion.
Yeah, what I'm saying, it's a great hedge. Okay. It's a great hedge because younger people. My daughters, they have a Nals bottle every minute, and they get mad at me if I don't have a Nals bottle. David, I don't carry a Nals bottle.
Well, you should, although that backpack doesn't have any room.
No, it doesn't. But this is clearly a Nals bottle initiative. I like it, but remember, David, what does it say about the core soda business?
I know. That is an interesting.
That's what we have to ponder.
Well, we're pondering a lot of things to diversify.
Look at you. Your first visceral reaction, anything I've said to you in 7 years.
What?
No plastic bottles.
Yeah.
I mean, I was quite surprised. It was almost like.
Well, there's that thing in the Pacific Ocean that's twice the size of
Antarctica, Texas, whatever.
Around.
But I saw you get
great.
You actually got emotionally involved.
We don't need it. You ever walk around New York and look at what's in an actual trash bin? It's all that.
Mate,
all just stuff
I surrender.
35, 40 years ago we didn't have.
I surrendered to the SodaStream acquisition.